hardest part of this prep wasn't the training or the diet, it was the self doubt. Hi everyone, I'm Marietta. Welcome back to Bodybuilding Chart Notes. Today's chart note is on the hardest part of this past prep and how it actually compared to my first season of competing. Subjective. Last year, I was pretty blissfully ignorant in the best way possible because I had nothing to compare to. So I just trusted the process fully and really leaned into the experience. This year was different though. I did actually have a reference point, and that came with a lot more self doubt, especially when things didn't go according to plan. Objective. Right after I paid for my show registration, about a month out, I got really sick. And not just once, but twice within a 2 week span. The second time was worse, which made recovery more drawn out. And because of that, we had to pull back. So, less aggressive in terms of cardio and deficit so that I could actually recover properly, which meant for a period of time, prep felt like it was stalling or maybe even regressing. And mentally, that was so challenging, especially since my goal this year was to come in fully conditioned with time to spare. Assessment. That period was probably the most difficult part of prep because it felt like not only were we not ahead, there was a very real possibility of not being ready at all in time. And that's a really hard place to sit in after being so intentional going into prep. I definitely had a moment where it just all hit, and I had a really solid cry to my partner. But once I recovered, things shifted very quickly. Like within about 2, 3 weeks, the weight just melted off, like around like 6 pounds. And we actually ended up coming in about a pound below my stage weight last year. So looking back, last year, I don't think I actually fully nailed my conditioning, but I also wasn't really attached to the outcome at the time. I just wanted to really like learn about bodybuilding and love that whole new world. This year I cared a lot more though, and that's what made it hard but also really meaningful. Plan. Moving forward, I still would like to build in that buffer to be ready ahead of time rather than pushing right up until peak week. And not just to make weight, but to really have time to refine, like specifically practice filling out more properly, avoiding to come in that like depleted flat look, and just allowing more space for adjustments leading up to show day. And from a mindset perspective, continuing to build that resilience when things do not go to plan. Because prep rarely goes perfectly, and learning how to navigate that is part of becoming a better athlete. Closing reflection. This prep challenged me in a very different way. Less physically, more mentally, but I think that's where a lot of the growth actually does happen. That's today's chart note. I'll see you in the next one.